The Yonko are the strongest pirates who rule the second half of Grand Line, the New World. Even the admirals are forbidden to fight a Yonko. In the One Piece community, considerable number of fans believes Yonko are stronger than the admirals. Why did they have such a notion? And why do they think like that? There has to be some evidence, which is why they firmly believe in this, right? I think it has something to do with the Marineford War and the event that took place a year after. The Navy summoned 3 admirals, Fleet Admiral, and Monkey D. Garp to fight against Whitebeard pirates. So basically, there were 5 admirals from the Navy came to fight Whitebeard and his subordinates. The first admiral Whitebeard fought was Aokiji. From the manga, it was clear that nobody had the upper hand in their fight. Whitebeard stabbed Aokiji, whereas Aokiji froze the later. So their fight was even. Now the second admiral to fight Whitebeard was Kizaru. He tried to attack Whitebeard, but Marco the Phoenix intervened and sent him flying with a kick. However, he did fight Whitebeard in the end. Whitebeard used haki and forced him to roll on the floor. Well, Kizaru was trying to attack Luffy, so he wasn't focusing on Whitebeard at that moment. Whitebeard used that opportunity and attacked him. Kizaru also had the same opportunity. When Whitebeard was distracted, Kizaru landed a hit on him and injured him. Even though Kizaru and Whitebeard hit each other on different occasions, Kizaru had the last laugh because his attack injured the other. Akainu was perhaps the most dangerous of the admirals at Marineford. He was fighting Whitebeard on equal footing. Things changed a bit when Akainu killed Ace. Whitebeard apparently teleported near Akainu and severely injured him. But Akainu fought back fiercely as well and managed to put a hole inside Whitebeard's chest. So if we're talking about the level of injuries, Akainu had a bit advantage over Whitebeard. So from the performance of the admirals and Whitebeard at Marineford, we cannot be 100% sure Whitebeard was stronger than Akainu or the other 2 admirals. Obviously Whitebeard is stronger than the admirals, but Whitebeard was so sick, he could barely bring out half of his strength, maybe less than 30%. Now the important event that even shook the world government was Kusan joining Blackbeard. He was a legit admiral and the fleet admiral candidate. He was nearly as strong as Akainu. So when such a monster like him joins a Yonko, we cannot help believing Yonko are more powerful than the admirals. Furthermore, when Rokugyo came to Wano to arrest Luffy, he was scared shitless when Shanks Conqueror's haki attacked him halfway across the island. He left immediately. But from the look of it, he wasn't scared of Shanks. I don't know if it was a false bravado or he was serious. If you look at that event from his perspective, fleeing was the best decision because the entire Red Hair Pirates was there. It means he would not only fight Shanks, he would also have to fight Ben Beckman and the others. So he had no other option other than leaving Wano country. Now, is a Yonko more powerful than the Admiral? I think it depends on which Yonko we're talking about. Prime Whitebeard was Pirate King level, so obviously he was stronger than the Admiral. I think everyone will agree neither Big Mom nor Kaido was on par with Whitebeard, so obviously they cannot be stronger than the Admirals. I think they are on the same level. Shanks, however, is different. He's a bit stronger than the Admirals. He's at least on par with Fleet Admiral. Now, in the One Piece world, we have the strongest swordsman, the strongest man, and even the strongest creature. Kaido is infamous for being the strongest creature alive. Doesn't that mean Kaido is even stronger than the strongest man and the strongest swordsman? Well, not necessarily. What is the strongest animal or creature in Japanese culture? It's dragon, right? What's Kaido's devil fruit? It's Seiryu or Ajuru dragon. So that's the reason people say Kaido is the strongest creature on land, water, and sky, because after all, it's a dragon. I think we don't need to take those titles seriously at all. The strongest swordsman and the strongest man. 25 years ago, when Roger met Whitebeard, he didn't have any scar on his body. However, we can see a scar on his chest, and he even told Shanks that when he sees his face, the scar on his body aches. It means someone is powerful enough to injure even the strongest man. Now, as for the strongest swordsman, the Samurai Gorosei is also a swordsman, and Garling Figureland is also a swordsman. Even Imo might also be a swordsman. So the title strongest swordsman is really vague. When Luffy is in his base form or any other forms, we can see haki coating on his body. However, when he's in Gear 5 form, we don't see any coating of haki on him. Yet, his entire body acts as if it was coated with armament haki. When he fought against Kaido, it wasn't that apparent. After all, he's his own devil fruit user. However, Kizaru is different. He has intangibility because of his Logia devil fruit ability. Despite that, Luffy caught Kizaru with his giant hand and stopped him from moving. No matter how hard he struggled, he couldn't escape from Luffy's grasp. It's only possible if Luffy's Gear 5 form has inherent armored haki that is invisible. Now the Luffy is gonna fight Admiral Kizaru. I don't think Luffy is gonna defeat him. None of the admirals are gonna lose before the final war. But I do think Luffy will have the upper hand against Kizaru. They'll be forced to disengage from the fight due to the intervention of Saint J. Garcia Saturn or Blackbeard pirates. So in my opinion, while Shanks and Whitebeard are stronger than the admirals, Kaido and Big Mom, however, are not. So what's your opinion? Comment down below.